before you said a word. Amber light resting low across the edge of your shirt. I heard the quiet move when you stepped closer than before. Even silence changed shape, standing here between us both. Your breathing met the space my hands refused to cross. Nothing felt uncertain, nothing felt completely lost. The window held the city like a distant faded flame, and every small reflection made your outline look unnamed. There was no need for language in the way you turned your head. The softness in your shoulders said the things we never said. The evening stayed suspended like it wanted not to end, holding every second where affection could descend. My voice stayed low because the air was made of glass. Every word too heavy might disturb the moment past. The roads kept falling gently under everything we knew. A slow and careful rhythm moving closer into you. You leaned enough to alter how the shadows touched the floor, not asking for permission, not explaining anymore. The quiet had a kindness I could almost call by name, a warmth that never hurried but continued just the same. Outside the world kept moving without entering this room. Inside the softest tension, let the smaller details bloom. Your eyes held steady patience, like a light that didn't break, and every pause between us felt deliberate to take. I stayed near enough to hear the meaning in your breath, the kind that says stay longer without pressing anything direct. The night became a fabric, pulled in folds of muted gold, and neither one of us reached far, but neither one let go. When nothing else arrived, the closeness still remained, a gentle unseen current underneath the quiet frame. The last note from the piano settled slowly into air, and all the warmth we didn't name was still alive right there. Your shadow reached the table before your hand came near. Soft light along your wrist made every movement clear. The evening stayed suspended in a slow, familiar tone, like something gentle waiting without asking to be known. The room carried warmth the way quiet linen does. Nothing in the silence ever needed extra cause. A low note from the speaker drifted through the amber air and settled near the distance that had only stood close enough to shift the rhythm in my chest. Not enough to interrupt the stillness where we rested. Every breath arrived like something careful, almost planned. A language made of pauses, neither needed to command. I watched your eyes move slowly toward the half-lit wall, as though the smallest motion still contained enough for all. The soft electric guitar leaned under what remained, and wrapped the quiet corners where our patience stayed unchanged. No promise crossed the room, no polished line was made, only warmth collecting softly where your outline stayed. The city through the glass looked distant, low and blurred, while closeness kept unfolding deeper than a spoken word. The night became a slower kind of breathing in the room. The bass moved underneath us like a pulsing velvet bloom. You turned just slightly closer, not enough to break the frame, but enough to leave the silence altered all the same. I let the moment settle where your shoulder met the light. The softness in your posture held the center of the night. Nothing asked for more than what the stillness could contain, and every second near you moved without a need to change. The final chord stayed glowing under quiet, lowered eyes, a warmth too calm for language, too alive to simplify. We stayed where evening held us, neither distant nor declared, and all the unspoken feeling rested gently in the air. The evening leaned softly against the side of your face. Warm light caught your outline in a slow, unbroken trace. Nothing in the room asked either one of us to speak, yet every quiet second brought your presence closer still. A low chord from the piano settled under careful air, the kind of sound that lingers when two people choose to stay there. Your hand remained beside mine, close enough to alter thought, without a single gesture, asking more than silence brought. The curtains barely shifted, with the city breathing low, and every distant light outside moved softer through the glow. You looked at me the way the night holds color after rain, without insistence, without rush, but never feeling plain. I heard the space between us changing shape with every breath, a gentle kind of gravity with nothing forced or said. The guitar moved like quiet glass beneath the vocal line, leaving warmth in little echoes beside the softness where the stillness stayed contained. The bass moves slow beneath us like a pulse beneath the floor, holding every muted detail, asking nothing more. You turned enough forever, light to rest along your cheek, and somehow that small movement made the silence feel complete. The room became a softer place than when the night began, as though the air itself had learned the shape of where we stand. I kept my voice low, almost blending with the roads, as if saying less would let the deeper meaning show. Your breathing stayed near mine with steady, quiet grace, and every pause between us settled gently into place. The final warmth remained long after nothing new was said, a calm electric softness underneath the words we left unsaid. No distance entered back, no sudden change appeared, only quiet closeness staying beautifully near. The light along the doorway stayed folded into gold. You stepped inside so quietly, the evening didn't move. A soft note from the piano met the air before your name, and everything already warm became even more contained. The room held steady breathing, like it understood the hour. Nothing rushed between us, nothing asked to turn louder. Your eyes stayed calm against the slow reflection in the glass, as if the night itself had chosen gently where to land. The bass moved low beneath the silence of your hands, a patient kind of rhythm neither one of us had planned. You stood close enough for warmth to gather without sound, and every little pause felt fuller than before. A soft electric shimmer crossed the edge of what I heard, like light touching linen without becoming a word. The distance left between us felt careful, small and clear, enough to hold the tension, never enough for fear. No line arrived rehearsed, no gesture leaned too far, only quiet understanding settling where we are. The amber on your shoulder changed slowly as you turned. my voice stay near the place you're breathing felt, because saying less tonight describe the feeling well. The calm between our shadows carried something deep and slow, a tenderness that neither one of us needed to show. The final chord remained beneath the soft unspoken light. No ending tried to form, no distance touched the night. We stayed inside the warmth, exactly as we were, close enough for silence to become its own answer. The lamp beside the window softened every line you wore, a quiet kind of warmth had reached the room before you spoke. The first chord touched the evening like a slow familiar hand, and all the space between us settled into something calm. You stayed near enough for silence to begin to feel alive. Nothing in your posture asked for more than being there tonight. The city lights behind you blurred into a distant stream, while every breath inside this room became a slower scene. Bass moved gently under where your shadow met the floor, a pulse that never hurried, never asked for anything more. Your eyes held that patient softness evening always keeps, the kind that makes a quiet room feel warmer, glowing deep. A subtle guitar shimmer across the edges of the air, like light against a glass that neither moved nor disappeared. I kept my voice restrained enough to stay inside the tone, as if the smallest phrase should never stand alone. No careful line of romance entered what the silence knew, closeness gathering softly in the space near you. The amber shifted slowly as your shoulder turned aside and left a softer contour where the quiet chose to hide. The snare arrived like velvet underneath the rosy slow glow, holding every measured second in a smooth, continuous flow. Outside, the evening drifted further from the glass. Inside, the warmth stayed constant, asking nothing else to pass. I watched the calm remain between your breathing and my own, a delicate unspoken pull that needed no new form. The room became a slower kind of tenderness to keep, where stillness felt intentional and beautifully complete. The final note leaned softly into low remaining light. No distance returned suddenly, no change disturbed the night. We stayed inside that gentle warmth without a need to move. let the silence finish what closeness already knew. Would The evening gathers softly where the curtains touch the floor. A low warm chord arrived before your footsteps cross the room. Your presence changed the air without disturbing anything, like quiet finding shape inside a place already warm. The lamp beside the chair leaned gold across your hand. Nothing in the silence asked us for a clearer plan. You stayed close enough for breathing to become a measured line, and every second near you settled deeper into time. The bass moved under us like velvet through the floor, slow enough to hold the stillness, asking nothing more. Your eyes remained unhurried near the half-reflecting glass, while distant city colors drifted softly as they passed. A subtle guitar shimmer touched the edge of what we heard, like light against the evening without becoming a word. I kept my voice low enough to stay inside the room, where tenderness could linger without trying to assume. Crossed between us, still the warmth became more clear. A quiet kind of closeness, drawing every detail near. The snare arrived like soft cloth folded underneath the roads, holding all the gentle spaces where emotion slowly flowed. You turned enough for amber light to rest along your face, and somehow that small movement deepened all the open space. Nothing needed language where your breathing met the air. The room itself felt careful with the silence we both shared. I stayed where your calm shadow nearly touched my own, as if moving less tonight would let the feeling show. The night became a softer tone than when it first began, a warmth that stayed suspended where we chose to stand. The final note remained beneath the low unbroken light. No ending tried to enter, no distance touched the night. We let the quiet carry what words never needed to prove, and stayed inside that closeness long enough not to move. Not to move. The room was still warm from the hour before you came. cord opened gently underneath the evening frame. Your shadow crossed the floor like something careful, slow and known. And all the quiet corners seemed less distant than before. The amber near the ceiling softened every line you wore. Nothing in your movement asked the silence to be more. You stay close enough for breathing to become its own reply. A softness held between us, neither trying to define. The bass moved low and steady under where your hand remained, a pulse that kept the stillness smooth and beautifully restrained. Outside the city blurred behind the half-reflecting glass, while inside every second lengthened softly as it passed. A subtle guitar shimmer touched the edge of what we heard, like a light across the surface, never turning into words. I kept my voice low enough to stay inside the tone, where every little phrase could settle naturally alone. No promise crossed the distance, still the warmth became more near. A quiet kind of gravity, drawing every detail clear. The snare arrived like velvet, folded under patient air, holding every breath we gave, as if the room could care. You turned enough for golden light to rest along your cheek, and somehow that small movement made the silence feel complete. Nothing needed language where the evening stayed this near. The softness in your posture said enough for me to hear. I stayed beside the rhythm, where your breathing met the sound, as if moving any further might disturb what we had found. The night became a deeper shade of warmth without a name, and every quiet second kept unfolding just the same. The final road snow lingered under low remaining light. No distance returned suddenly, no ending touched the night. We let the stillness finish what closeness already knew, and stayed inside that gentle calm until the room fell through. Hold on. The evening rested gently where the curtain met the wall. A warm cord touched the room before your shadow crossed it all. You moved without a sound that asked the silence to give way, and every quiet corner leaned a little toward your shade. The amber from the lamp stayed folded on your sleeve. Nothing in your breathing softness held between us that the room agreed to keep. The bass moved low and patient underneath the air, a pulse that never hurried, only settled deeper there. Outside, the city lights dissolved behind the glass. Inside, the warmth became more certain as moments passed. A thin electric shimmer crossed the edge of what we heard, like light touching water without becoming a word. I kept my voice low enough to stay within the tone, where every phrase arrived like something almost known. No careful line was needed for the feeling to remain. It lived inside the stillness when nothing had to change. The snare arrived like velvet, folded under every breath, holding all the quiet space where closeness slowly stretched. You turned enough for golden light to rest along your face, and somehow that small movement softened all the space. Nothing needed language where the evening stayed this near. The calm inside your posture made the silence feel sincere. I stay beside the rhythm where your breathing left the roads, as if saying less tonight would let the deeper current show. The room became a slower kind of warmth we didn't name, and every second near you settled softly just the same. The final note remained beneath the low, unbroken light. No distance entered back, no sudden shift tonight. We let the stillness carry what words refused to prove, and stayed where quiet closeness still had room to move. The evening rested gently where the curtain met the wall. A warm chord touched the room before your shadow crossed it all. You moved without a sound that asked the silence to give way, and every quiet corner leaned a little toward your shade. The amber from the lamp stayed folded on your sleeve. Nothing in your breathing seemed prepared to leave. You stood near enough for every pause to carry weight. A softness held between us that the room agreed to keep. The bass moved low and patient underneath the air, pulse that never hurried, only settled deeper there. Outside, the city lights dissolved behind the glass. Inside, the warmth became more certain as moments passed. A thin electric shimmer crossed the edge of what we heard, like light touching water without becoming a word. waited for the feeling to remain. It lived inside the stillness when nothing had to change. The snare arrived like velvet, folded under every breath, holding all the quiet space where closeness slowly stretched. You turned enough for golden light to rest along your face, and somehow that small movement softened all the space. Nothing needed language where the evening stayed this near. The calm inside your posture made the silence feel sincere. I stayed beside the rhythm where your breathing left the roads, as if saying less tonight would let the deeper current show. The room became a slower kind of warmth we didn't name, and every second near you settled softly just the same. The final note remained beneath the low, unbroken light. No distance entered back, no sudden shift tonight. We let the stillness carry what words refused to prove, and stayed where quiet closeness still had room to move. The room had already settled into low evening gold. A quiet chord arrived before your shadow touched the floor. You moved with that calm softness only certain nights can hold, and every small reflection turned a little warmer more. The lamp beside the window leaned gently on your hand. Nothing in your breathing asked for anything but stillness. You stayed close enough for silence to become a language, and every pause between us carried quiet willingness. The bass moved underneath like velvet underwood, a pulse that held the evening steady, low and patient. Outside, the city lights dissolved behind the glass. Inside, the warmth became a softer kind of statement. A subtle guitar shimmer touched the upper edge of air, like light against a surface, neither moving nor breaking. I kept my voice low enough to stay inside the room where every phrase arrived without demanding shaping. No polished line of romance entered what we kept, only closeness gathering slowly near your shoulder. The snare arrived like folded cloth beneath the rose, and every second near you made the silence warmer. You turned enough for amber light to rest across your face. That single movement altered how the evening felt around us. Nothing needed breathing at the calm. The room itself seemed careful not to crowd us. I stayed where your quiet shadow nearly touched my own, as if moving less would let the deeper feeling linger. The night became a slower shade of warmth and tone, held softly in the distance between hand and finger. The final chord remained beneath the low remaining light. No distance came returning, no sudden change appeared. We let the stillness carry all we chose not to define, and stayed where quiet closeness felt completely clear. The evening leans softly against the edge of your coat. A warm road's note arrived before the silence broke. You crossed the room like something already meant to stay, and every quiet corner seemed to bend toward your way. The lamp near the window left gold across your wrist. Nothing in your breathing carried urgency or distance. You stood close enough for every pause to gather shade, and all the stillness in the room became deliberate. The bass moved underneath us like velvet through the floor, a pulse that stayed patient, asking nothing more. Outside the city blurred behind the cooling glass, inside the warmth grew slower, fuller as moments passed. A thin guitar shimmer touched the edge of every phrase, like light along a surface, holding back its brightness. I kept my voice low enough to remain within the tone, where every word could rest without announcing itself. No polished line arrived to explain what settled near, only closeness gathering softly, steady and clear. The snare came in like folded cloth beneath the roads, holding all the small spaces where tenderness could flow. You turned enough for amber light to rest along your cheek. That little movement made the silence feel complete. Nothing needed language where your breathing met the air. The room itself seemed careful with the warmth we shared. I stayed where your shadow nearly touched my own, as if moving less tonight would let the feeling show. The night became a deeper shade of calm and gold, and every second near you distance returned. Suddenly no ending crossed the night. We let the quiet finish what words refused to prove, and stayed where soft affection still had room to move. The evening rested low against the edge of your sleeve. A warm road's note arrived before I thought to breathe. You crossed the room with softness only quiet hours know, and every muted corner answered with a gentler glow. The lamp beside the window laid gold across your hand. Nothing in your breathing asked the silence for a plan. You stayed close enough for every pause to feel complete, and all the stillness in the room grew slower at your feet. The bass moved low beneath us like velvet underwood, a pulse that kept the evening calm exactly as it should. Outside the city blurred into a distant silver line. Inside the warmth became more certain over time. A thin guitar shimmer touched the upper edge of air, like light against a surface lingering quietly there. I kept my voice low enough to stay inside the tone, where every phrase arrived like something almost known. No polished line of feeling entered what remained, only closeness gathering where nothing had to change. The snare arrived like folded cloth beneath the roads, holding every gentle second where emotion slowly flowed. You turned enough for amber light to rest along your cheek. That single movement made the silence feel complete. Nothing needed language where your breathing stayed this near. The calm inside your posture made the evening clear. I stayed beside the rhythm where your shadow met my own, as if moving less tonight would let the feeling show. The night became a deeper shade of warmth and low restraint, and every quiet second stayed delicate, never faint. The final chord remained beneath the low remaining light. No distance entered back, no sudden shift in night. We let the stillness carry all we chose not to explain, and stayed where quiet closeness softly chose to remain. The room stayed quiet where the lamp leaned into gold. A warm chord touched the air before your footsteps showed. You crossed the floor with softness evening already knew, and every silent corner slowly opened into you. The window held the city in a distant silver blur. Nothing in your breathing has the stillness to disturb. You stayed close enough for every pause to gather weight, and all the quiet in the room agreed with how you stayed. The bass moved low beneath the edges of the floor, a pulse that kept the evening steady, asking nothing more. Your eyes remained unhurried near the half-reflecting glass, while amber light moved softly as the moments passed. A subtle guitar shimmered across the edge of every line, like light along a surface holding warmth inside. I kept my voice low enough to stay within the tone, where every phrase could settle softly on its own. No polished line of feeling entered what we kept, only closeness gathering where silence slowly stretched. The snare arrived like velvet folded under patient air, holding every breath we gave as though the room could hear. You turned enough for golden light to rest along your face. That single movement softened all the measured space. Nothing needed language where your breathing stayed this near. The calm inside your posture made the silence clear. I stayed beside the rhythm where your shadow met my own, as if moving less tonight would let the feeling show. The night became a deeper tone of warmth and low restraint, and every second near you stayed gentle, never faint. The final road's note lingered under low remaining light. No distance entered back, no sudden change in night. We let the quiet carry what words refused to prove, and stayed where soft affection still had room to move. The room held even softly where the curtain met the floor. A warm road's note arrived before you crossed the door. Your shadow moved so gently, nothing in the silence broke, and every quiet corner leaned toward the warmth you brought. The lamp beside the chair left gold along your wrist. Nothing in your breathing carried any need to shift. You stayed close enough for every pause to gather tone, and all the stillness in the room felt less alone. The bass moved low beneath us like velvet under air, a pulse that kept the evening patient steady there. Outside, the city blurred into a distant silver frame. Inside, the warmth continued softly, just the same. A subtle guitar shimmer touched the edge of every phrase, like light against the surface, holding back its brightness. I kept my voice low enough to remain inside the tone, where every word could settle softly on its own. No careful line of feeling entered what we kept, only closeness gathering where silence slowly stretched. The snare arrived like folded cloth beneath the rose, holding every gentle second where emotion flows. You turned enough for amber light to rest along your face. That single movement softened all the measured space. Nothing needed language, where your breathing stayed this near. The calm inside your posture made the silence clear. I stayed beside the rhythm where your shadow met my own, as if moving less tonight would let the feeling show. The night became a deeper tone of warmth and low restraint, and every second near you stayed delicate, never faint. The final chord remained beneath the low remaining light. No distance and it back, no sudden shift in night. We let the quiet carry all we chose not to explain, and stayed where soft affection gently chose to remain. The evening stayed folded where the lamp touched the wall. A warm road's note arrived before your footsteps crossed at all. Your shadow moved so gently, nothing in the silence stirred, and every quiet corner opened softly at your turn. The light along your sleeve held amber near your hand. Nothing in your breathing asked the stillness for a plan. You stayed close enough for every pause to gather tone, and all the air between us felt carefully our own. The bass moved low beneath us like velvet through the floor, a pulse that kept the evening patient, asking nothing more. Outside, the city faded into silver through the glass. Inside, the warmth became more certain as moments passed. edge of every line, like light against the surface, holding warmth inside. I kept my voice low enough to remain within the tone, where every phrase arrived like something half known. No polished line of feeling entered what remained, only closeness gathering where nothing had to change. The snare arrived like folded cloth beneath the rose, holding every gentle second where emotion slowly flowed. You turned enough for ember light to rest along your cheek. That little movement made the silence feel complete. Nothing needed language where your breathing stayed this near. The calm inside your posture made the evening clear. I stayed beside the rhythm where your shadow met my own, as if moving less tonight would let the feeling show. The night became a deeper shade of warmth and low restraint, and every quiet second stayed delicate, never faint. The final chord remained beneath the low remaining light. No distance entered back, no sudden shift in night. We let the stillness carry all we chose not to explain, and stayed where quiet closeness softly chose to remain. Room held even low, where the curtain touched the floor. A warm road's note arrived before you reached the door. Your shadow crossed so gently, nothing in the silence changed, and every quiet corner leaned toward the warmth you gave. The lamp beside the window left gold across your wrist. Nothing in your breathing carried any need to shift. You stayed close enough for every pause to gather shape, and all the stillness in the room adjusted where you stayed. The bass moved low beneath us like velvet underwood, a pulse that kept the evening patient as it should. Outside, the city softened into silver through the glass. Inside, the warmth grew deeper as each second passed. A subtle guitar shimmer touched the edge of every phrase, like light against a surface, holding quiet grace. I kept my voice low enough to remain inside the tone, where every word could settle softly on its own. No polished line of feeling entered what remained, Nothing needed language where your breathing stayed this near. The calm inside your posture made the evening clear. I stayed beside the rhythm where your shadow met my own, as if moving less tonight would let the feeling show. The night became a deeper tone of warmth and low restraint, and every quiet second stayed delicate, never faint. The final chord remained beneath the low remaining light. No distance entered back, no sudden shift tonight. We let the quiet carry all we chose not to explain, and stayed where soft affection gently chose to remain. The evening settled low, where the lamp touched the wall. A warm road's note arrived before your footsteps crossed at all. Your shadow moved so gently, nothing in the silence stirred, and every quiet corner opened softly at your turn. The light along your sleeve held amber near your hand. Nothing in your breathing asked the stillness for a plan. You stayed close enough for every pause to gather tone, and all the air between us felt carefully our own. The bass moved low beneath us, like velvet through the floor, a pulse that kept the evening patient, asking nothing more. Outside, the city faded into silver through the glass. Inside, the warmth became more certain as moments passed. A subtle guitar shimmer touched the edge of every line, like light against a surface holding warmth inside. I kept my voice low enough to remain within the tone, where every phrase arrived like something half known. No polished line of feeling entered what remained, only closeness gathering, where nothing had to change. The snare arrived like a folded cloth beneath the roads, holding every gentle second, where emotions slowly flow. You turned enough for amber light to rest along your cheek. That little movement made the silence feel complete. Nothing needed language where your breathing stayed this near. The calm inside your posture made the evening clear. I stayed beside the river beneath the low remaining light. No distance entered back, no sudden shift in night. We let the stillness carry all we chose not to explain, and stayed where quiet closeness softly chose to remain. The room held evening softly where the curtain met the floor. A warm road's note arrived before you crossed the door. Your shadow moved so gently, nothing in the silence broke, and every quiet corner leaned toward the warmth you brought. The lamp beside the chair left gold along your wrist. Nothing in your breathing carried any need to shift. You stayed close enough for every pause to gather tone, and all the stillness in the room felt less alone. The bass moved low beneath us like velvet under air, a pulse that kept the evening patient, steady there. Outside the city blurred into a distant silver frame. Inside the warmth continued softly just the same. A subtle guitar shimmer touched the edge of every phrase, like light against a surface holding back its brightness. I kept my voice low enough to remain inside the tone, where every word could settle softly on its own. No careful line of feeling entered what we kept, only closeness gathering where silence slowly stretched. The snare arrived like folded cloth beneath the roads, holding every gentle second where emotion flowed. You turned enough for amber light to rest along your face. That single movement softened all the measured space. Nothing needed language where your breathing stayed this near. The calm inside your posture made the silence clear. I stayed beside the rhythm where your shadow met my own, as if moving less tonight would let the feeling show. The night became a deeper tone of warmth and low restraint, and every second near you stayed delicate, never faint. The final chord remained beneath the low remaining light. No distance entered back, no sudden shift in night. We let the quiet carry all we chose not to explain, and stayed where soft affection gently chose to remain. The evening rested softly where the curtain touched the wall. A warm road's note arrived before your footsteps crossed at all. Your shadow moved so gently, nothing in the silence stirred, and every quiet corner opened softly at your turn. The light along your sleeve held amber near your hand. Nothing in your breathing asked the stillness for a plan. You stayed close enough for every pause to gather tone, and all the air between us felt carefully our own. The bass moved low beneath us, like velvet through the floor, a pulse that kept the evening patient, asking nothing more. Outside, the city faded into silver through the glass. Inside, the warmth became more certain as moments passed. A subtle guitar shimmer touched the edge of every line, like light against a surface, holding warmth inside. I kept my voice low enough to remain within the tone, where every phrase arrived like something half known. No polished line of feeling entered what remained, only closeness gathering where nothing had to change. The snare arrived like folded cloth beneath the roads, holding every gentle second where emotion slowly flowed. You turned enough for amber light to rest along your cheek. That little movement made the silence feel complete. Nothing needed language where your breathing stayed this near. The calm inside your posture made the evening clear. I stayed beside the rhythm where your shadow met my own, as if moving less tonight would let the feeling show. The night became a deeper shade of warmth and low restraint, and every quiet second stayed delicate, never faint. The final chord remained beneath the low remaining light. No distance centered back, no sudden shift in eye. We let the stillness carry all we chose not to explain, and stayed where quiet closeness softly chose to remain. The room stayed warm where evening gathered near the floor. A soft rose note arrived before you touched the door. Your shadow crossed so gently, nothing in the silence moved. and every quiet corner leaned toward the warmth of you. The lamp beside the window left gold across your hand. Nothing in your breathing asked the stillness for a plan. You stayed close enough for every pause to gather tone, and all the air between us slowly felt our own. The bass moved low beneath us like velvet underwood, a pulse that kept the evening patient as it should. Outside, the city softened into silver through the glass. Inside, the warmth grew deeper as each second passed. A subtle guitar shimmer touched the edge of every phrase, like light against a surface holding quiet grace. I kept my voice low enough to remain inside the tone, where every word could settle softly on its own. No polished line of feeling entered what remained, only closeness gathering where nothing had to change. The snare arrived like folded cloth beneath the roads, holding every gentle second where emotion slowly flowed. You turned enough for amber light to rest along your cheek. That little movement made the silence feel complete. Nothing needed language where your breathing stayed this near. The calm inside your posture made the evening clear. I stayed beside the rhythm where your shadow met my own, as if moving less tonight would let the feeling show. The night became a deeper tone of warmth and low restraint, and every quiet second stayed delicate, never faint. The final chord remained beneath the low remaining light. No distance entered back, no sudden shift in night. We let the quiet carry all we chose not to explain, and stayed where soft affection gently chose to remain. Evening stayed folded where the curtain touched the wall. A warm road's note arrived before your footsteps crossed at all. Your shadow moved so gently, nothing in the silence stirred, and every quiet corner opened softly at your turn. The light along your sleeve held amber near your hand. Nothing in your breathing asked the stillness for a plan. You stayed close enough for every pause to gather tone, and all the air between us felt carefully our own. The bass moved low beneath us like velvet through the floor, a pulse that kept the evening patient, asking nothing more. Outside, the city faded into silver through the glass. Inside, the warmth became more certain as moments passed. A subtle guitar shimmer touched the edge of every line, like light against a surface, holding warmth inside. I kept my voice low enough to remain within the tone, where every phrase arrived like something half known. No polished line of feeling entered what remained, only closeness gathering where nothing had to change. The snare arrived like folded cloth beneath the rose, holding every gentle second where emotion slowly flowed. You turned enough for amber light to rest along your cheek. That little movement made the silence feel complete. Nothing needed language where your breathing stayed this near. The calm inside your posture made the evening clear. I stayed beside the rhythm where your shadow met my own, as if moving less tonight would let the feeling show. The night became a deeper shade of warmth and low restraint, and every quiet second stayed delicate, never faint. The final chord remained beneath the low remaining light. No distance entered back, no sudden shift in night. We let the stillness carry all we chose not to explain, and stayed where quiet closeness softly chose to remain. The room stayed warm where evening gathered near the floor. A soft road's note arrived before you touched the door. Your shadow crossed so gently, nothing in the silence moved, and every quiet corner leaned toward the warmth of you. The lamp beside the window left gold across your hand. Nothing in your breathing asked the stillness for a plan. You stayed close enough for every pause to gather tone, and all the air between us slowly felt our own. The bass moved low beneath us like velvet underwood, a pulse that kept the evening patient as it should. Outside, the city softened into silver through the glass. Inside, the warmth grew deeper as each second passed. A subtle guitar shimmer touch the edge of every phrase, like light against the surface, holding quiet grace. I kept my voice low enough to remain inside the tone, where every word could settle softly on its own. No polished line of feeling entered what remained, only closeness gathering where nothing had to change. The snare arrived like folded cloth beneath the rose, holding every gentle second where emotion slowly flows. You turned enough for amber light to rest along your cheek. That little movement made the silence feel complete. Nothing needed language where your breathing stayed this near. The calm inside your posture made the evening clear. I stayed beside the rhythm where your shadow met my own, as if moving less tonight would let the feeling show. The night became a deeper tone of warmth and low restraint, and every quiet second stayed delicate, never faint. The final chord remained beneath the low remaining light. No distance entered back, no sudden shift tonight. We let the quiet carry all we chose not to explain, and stayed where soft affection gently chose to remain. The evening leaned softly where the lamp touched the frame. A warm road's note arrived before you spoke my name. Your shadow crossed the quiet like a slow, familiar line, and every muted corner gathered closer into time. The light along your sleeve held amber near your hand. Nothing in your breathing asked the stillness for a plan. You stayed close enough for every pause to gather tone, and all the air between us slowly felt our own. The bass moved low beneath us, like velvet under glass, a pulse that kept the evening patient, while the moments passed. Outside the city softened into silver through the pain. Inside the warmth continued softly, still the same. A subtle guitar shimmer touch the edge of every phrase, like a light against a surface, holding quiet grace. I kept my voice low enough to remain within the tone, where every word could settle softly on its own. No polished line of feeling entered what remained, only closeness gathering where nothing had to change. The snare arrived like folded cloth beneath the roads, holding every gentle second where emotions slowly flow. You turned enough for amber light to rest along your cheek. That little movement made the silence feel complete. Nothing needed language where your breathing stayed this near. The calm inside your posture made the evening clear. I stayed beside the rhythm where your shadow met my own, as if moving less tonight would let the feeling show. The night became a deeper shade of warmth and low restraint, and every quiet second stayed delicate, never faint. The final chord remained beneath the low remaining light. No distance entered back, no sudden shift in night. We let the stillness carry all we chose not to explain, and stayed where quiet closeness softly chose to remain. The room stayed warm, where even rested near the floor. A soft rose note arrived before you touched the door. Your shadow crossed so gently, nothing in the silence moved, and every quiet corner leaned toward the warmth of you. The lamp beside the window left gold across your hand. Nothing in your breathing asked the stillness for a plan. You stayed close enough for every pause to gather tone, and all the air between us slowly felt our own. The bass moved low beneath us like velvet underwood, a pulse that kept the evening patient as it should. Outside, the city softened into silver through the glass. Inside, the warmth grew deeper as each second passed. A subtle guitar shimmer touched the edge of every phrase, like a light against a surface, holding quiet grace. I kept my voice low enough to remain inside the tone, where every word could settle softly on its own. No polished line of feeling entered what remained, only closeness gathering where nothing had to change. The snare arrived like folded cloth beneath the roads, holding every gentle second where emotion slowly flowed. turned enough for amber light to rest along your cheek. That little movement made the silence feel complete. Nothing needed language where your breathing stayed this near. The calm inside your posture made the evening clear. I stayed beside the rhythm where your shadow met my own, as if moving less tonight would let the feeling show. The night became a deeper tone of warmth and low restraint, and every quiet second stayed delicate, never faint. The final chord remained beneath the low remaining light. No distance entered back, no sudden shift in night. We let the quiet carry all we chose not to explain, and stayed where soft affection gently chose to remain. The evening leaned softly where the curtain met the light. A warm rose note arrived before you came inside. Your shadow crossed the quiet like a slow, familiar tone, and every muted corner felt less distant, less alone. The lamp beside the window left gold across your hand. Nothing in your breathing has the stillness for a plan. You stay close enough for every pause to gather shape, and all the air between us settled where you stayed. The bass moved low beneath us like velvet under glass, a pulse that kept the evening patient while the moments passed. Outside, the city softened into silver through the pane. Inside, the warmth remained soft, steady, and unchanged. A subtle guitar shimmer touched the edge of every phrase, like light against a surface, holding quiet grace. I kept my voice low enough to remain within the tone, where every word could settle softly on its own. No polished line of feeling entered what remained, only closeness gathering where nothing had to change. The snare arrived like folded cloth beneath the rose, holding every gentle second where emotion slowly flowed. You turned enough for amber light to rest along your cheek. The little movement made the silence feel complete. Nothing needed language where your breathing stayed this near. The calm inside your posture made the evening clear. I stayed beside the rhythm where your shadow met my own, as if moving moving less tonight would let the feeling show. The night became a deeper shade of warmth and low restraint, and every quiet second stayed delicate, never faint. The final chord remained beneath the low remaining light. No distance entered back, no sudden shift in the night. We let the stillness carry all we chose not to explain, and stayed where quiet closeness softly chose to rested softly where the lamp touched the frame. A warm rose note arrived before you said my name. Your shadow crossed the quiet like a slow familiar tone, and every muted corner felt less distant, less alone. The light along your sleeve held amber near your hand. Nothing in your breathing asked the stillness for a plan. You stayed close enough for every pause to gather shape, and all the air between us settled where you stayed. The bass moved low beneath us like velvet under glass, a pulse that kept the evening patient while the moments passed. Outside, the city softened into silver through the pain. Inside, the warmth remained soft, steady, and unchanged. A subtle guitar shimmer touched the edge of every phrase, like light against the surface, holding quiet grace. I kept my voice low enough to remain within the tone, where every word could settle softly on its own. No polished line of feeling entered what remained, only closeness gathering where nothing had to change. The snare arrived like folded cloth beneath the roads, holding every gentle second where emotion slowly flowed. You turned enough for amber light to rest along your cheek. That little movement made the silence feel complete. Nothing needed language where your breathing stayed this near. The calm inside your posture made the evening clear. I stayed beside the rhythm where your shadow met my own, as if moving less tonight would let the feeling show. The night became a deeper shade of warmth and low restraint, and every quiet second stayed delicate, never faint. The final chord remained beneath the low remaining light. No distance entered back, no sudden shift in night. We let the stillness carry all we chose not to explain, and stayed where quiet closeness softly chose to remain. The room stayed warm where evening gathered near the floor. A soft rose note arrived before you closed the door. Your shadow crossed the quiet like a slow familiar line, and every muted corner gathered closer into time. The lamp beside the window left gold across your hand. Nothing in your breathing asked the stillness for a plan. You stayed close enough for every pause to gather tone, and all the air between us slowly felt our own. The bass moved low beneath us like velvet underwood, a pulse that kept the evening patient as it should. Outside the city softened into silver through the glass. Inside the warmth grew deeper as each second passed. A subtle guitar shimmer touched the edge of every phrase, like light against the surface, holding quiet grace. I kept my voice low enough to remain inside the tone, where every word could settle softly on its own. No polished line of feeling entered what remained, only closeness gathering where nothing had to change. The snare arrived like folded cloth beneath the rose, holding every gentle second where emotion slowly flowed. You turned enough for amber light to rest along your cheek. That little movement made the silence feel complete. Nothing needed language where your breathing stayed this near. The calm inside your posture made the evening clear. I stayed beside the rhythm where your shadow met my own, as if moving less tonight would let the feeling show. The night became a deeper tone of warmth and low restraint, and every quiet second stayed delicate, never faint. The final chord remained beneath the low remaining light. No distance entered back, no sudden shift in night. We let the quiet carry all we chose not to explain, and stayed where soft affection gently chose to remain. The evening rested softly where the lamp touched the frame. A warm road's note arrived before you spoke my name. Your shadow crossed the quiet like a slow, familiar tone, and every muted corner felt less distant, less alone. The light along your sleeve held amber near your hand. Nothing in your breathing asked the stillness for a plan. You stayed close enough for every pause to gather shape, and all the air between us settled where you stayed. The bass moved low beneath us like velvet under glass, a pulse that kept the evening patient while the moments passed. Outside, the city softened into silver through the pain. Inside, the warmth remained soft, steady, and unchanged. A subtle guitar shimmer touched the edge of every phrase, like a light against a surface, holding quiet grace. I kept my voice low enough to remain within the tone, where every word could settle softly on its own. No polished line of feeling entered what remained, only closeness gathering where nothing had to change. The snare arrived like folded cloth beneath the rose, holding every gentle second where emotion slowly flowed. You turned enough for amber light to rest along your cheek. That little movement made the silence feel complete. Nothing needed language where your breathing stayed this near. The calm inside your posture made the evening clear. I stayed beside the rhythm where your shadow met my own, as if moving less tonight would let the feeling show. The night became a deeper shade of warmth and low restraint, and every quiet second stayed delicate, never faint. The final chord remained beneath the low remaining light. No distance entered back, no sudden shift in night. We let the stillness carry on. We chose not to explain, and stayed where quiet closeness softly chose to remain.